All right, good morning, good morning. It is, I guess not actually morning. I'm a little late today. It is 12:12 on February 22nd, 2023, and we are going to be looking at the games released yesterday. February 20 It's not February, it's January. Good heavens. January 22nd, and it is January 21st that we are looking at. And like last week, the weekends are extremely sparse. Yesterday, we had 79 games in total that came out, and or on Friday, 79 games. Yesterday, only 16. And of those, a lot of them were red light games. So we're actually only looking at 11 games today. So this will be reasonably timed rather than the 3.5 hours it took me yesterday. All right. Let's go check this out. We're starting with The Secret Ops, on sale for $5.19, down from $6.49, developed and published by Qdice. You just finished a secret mission, but there was an accident in the headquarters you belong to. You are now an experienced agent who will solve the leak crisis at the headquarters. Here you'll encounter a variety of enemies. They can be stupid, but some are also very cunning. Good luck. Okay, I mean this is a pretty good model. Wait. Show me his face again. Here we are. This is a nice model. Though they have rigged that collar right to his head in an unrealistic way, but okay. If this is not Unreal Engine 5, I'll eat my hat. Maybe Unreal Engine 4? The lighting looks different. So we got a lot of walking going on. I'm guessing we're going to be doing walking in the game, and maybe processing files. Ooh. There's like a mech guy with a sword. We have to shoot in an elevator, and we don't get to see the fight. That's too bad. Alright. These screenshots are not showing me a lot of gameplay here. Let's see. Secret Ops is an independent third-person shooter made by one person. Hey, Qdice, that's probably you. Fantastic work. Like, okay. One-person developer. It may seem a little silly for me to immediately kind of change my tone based on learning that this is one person, but one person is really hard. Interesting. It looks like they renamed this game. It might have at one point been something 2035. Maybe fix that, Peter. Okay, we have no reviews. Let's check the charts and see what we're looking at. No people are playing it currently. We have one person who played it. Let's see, followers. Okay, so this was a January 7th game. So only 2 weeks and 7 followers. Okay. So it does not look like this was marketed particularly heavily. Since yesterday, I've added 2 additional fields. I've added total reviews just so that I have a total review number, because that's usually what we use to calculate like how many sales a game has had. Is usually between 1 in 30 and 1 in 60 people review a game. And I've also added followers per day. I don't know if this is a really useful metric, but generally speaking, when I looked at the stuff from yesterday, games that had acquired less than 1 follower per day typically had not done particularly well. Whereas the most successful game yesterday, which was Punch-a-Bunch, had acquired 3.02 followers per day for its 2,000 followers. In comparison, Pioneers, which... oh, wait, no, hold on. Wait. Sort, please. Right. Pioneers has 10, and then a couple of other games had very high ones, but they were very, very short periods of time. Punch a Punch did pretty good. It had 3, but it was not the top, like I was saying. Anyway, moving on. Anyways, so yes, Secret Ops, 0.5 followers per day, not great. So I'm guessing that Peter had no time for marketing. Unfortunately, that does mean that I'm going to estimate the sales of this at maybe 30. It doesn't look bad, but there's nothing in the marketing material here, the trailer or anything that makes me go, yes, this is a game that I super want to play. It looks pretty, but like these are empty environments. They don't show dynamic stuff happening. They don't give me an idea of like what the game is going to be. What am I going to be doing in this game? And the trailer just shows you walk into an office and activate a computer, which is like, it could be cool, but it doesn't look like you're even sneaking. You just have a bunch of guns on you and you activate a computer. So, all right, we're going to move on to Vendetta Mafia Wars by Crystal Shark Games and published by the same, on sale for $12.74, down from $16.99. The year is 1940, and the rules of the game has changed. The underground world in the United States is reborn along with new bosses. As a real-time strategy game, our product offers you the atmosphere of those times with all its glory by placing you at the heart of the mob that shaped the ... So if I had to guess, they tried to put more into this field than will display properly. So that's something to look into. This is a cool still shot that we're going through of a bunch of dudes maybe sticking up a bar. We're in the 1940s, so we're not in a speakeasy. Looks like just a bar. However, this is not really convincing me to play this game because I cannot see what the game looks like. Wow, you're really just not going to show anything, any of the game. Okay, so this is what the game actually looks like. All right, you've got dudes. They can fight each other. It is a real-time strategy game. Okay, there aren't many real-time strategy games on Steam these days. Not because they're unsuccessful. They are quite successful. It's just that it is a difficult genre. These are cool. Mission system. As you make your name for yourself in the underworld, gain experience, cash, special items, real-time strategy, economic management. So it looks like there's some kind of metagame system. Okay. We've got 1 positive, 2 negative, and 6 total. Let's see if I filter this. Very poor performance on every setting, 30 FPS at most. That's too bad. Very bleep. Nice graphic at the cost of poor optimization. So it sounds like not good optimization on this one. Asking for a meh. Good. This game open to development. Probably the game will reach a whole new level. Is this early access? It is early access. So they will hopefully be able to optimize it and fix the problems that these people are having. But as of right now, they sit at 4 negative reviews to 2 positive reviews, which is not great. But people are playing it. We have 3 players now, 10 players peak. And they had 787 followers, a decent number of followers. And it looks like they kicked in a lot of marketing push as of December 12th. And quite successfully. They gained more than half their followers then. So nice job to whoever was doing the marketing there. But only 20% positive reviews. That will hurt. That will get you into mostly negative. So, okay, now this is an interesting situation. Normally I'm like, you got to get over 10 reviews. But in this case, if they get over 10 reviews, it will start at negative, and I think that may hurt them more than not getting into the algorithm. I think they need to fix those optimization problems before they get more reviews. Like if the team at Crystal Shark Games are not currently like working on an optimization patch right now, I think they may be doing the wrong thing. for the overall health of their game. All right, so this is 787 followers, and the Steam page was made back in May. All right, yeah, May. I can't remember anything. 514. Meaning they got 3 followers per day. Not bad, right? And I think that we can see that if they had kept going with this, they would have had half as many followers, and they would have been at 1.5 followers per day. Still not bad. See, I think people do really like. There's an opening in the market now for real-time strategy games, especially real-time strategy games with a good hook like this, right? I haven't seen a real-time strategy sort of Mafia gangster game. All right, I hope the people at Crystal Shark Studios managed to turn that one around. I'm going to guess 1,500 sales for this one, because I think they will convert over their followers, and I trust them that they will fix the optimization issues that were causing problems with their review scores, and they can get the review scores back up. All right, moving on to Killfest, which is released for free from Saint Studio and published by the same. Killfest is a fast-paced arcade FPS that fuels your adrenaline rush. Shoot and slice your way through the pit by yourself or with friends. Think fast and coordinate your assault as you progress through waves of unique and challenging foes. So, strong Doom vibes, except we are fighting boxes? Like space rovers? The enemies in this, the design of the enemies in this is not what I was expecting. I was expecting sort of Unity asset demon dudes. But instead, it's little robot things, maybe? How curious. Okay. Killfest is a fast-paced arcade. Okay, they don't. Waves of unique enemies. Timer that measures your run for the speed devils. Okay. Slicing mechanic that allows you to rip your enemies to shreds. Yes, very Doom, except what? How many? Very weird, like interesting enemy design here. It's like strong clash of themes there. All right, some people played this, not in a releasable state. All right, thank you for the feedback, Z, though we can't tell much from just that. Pretty good in co-op to chat with while playing in the background. Here's Annoying Crow. What do they say? You must kill some floating golf balls. Yeah, they're very odd designs for the enemies. Don't believe the number 47 in your gun, as it never tracks the amount of ammo you have. All right, maybe that's a bit of an oversight. Do we have a number in your gun? Oh, we do. Okay. Odd choice on the part of the developers there. You can slash enemies like in Metal Gear Revengeance. That's very cool. It's like a fever dream with weird out of sync music, low poly enemies, and realistic environments. Played it solo because there's no lobby. If you look at it as a 15-minute tech demo, there'd be great fun to be had in those 15 minutes. But you played it for 6 hours. I mean, MLX kind of liked this game, though everybody else seems to have not played it for nearly as long. Okay. So we have 1 negative and 3 positives. Okay. So people don't hate it. I do admit the enemy design is really sending me on this one. It's really weird. All right. Well, we have 3 people who have played it at peak, which was 14 hours ago. Released January 8th. So not a lot of lead time on this one. 8 followers. And again, followers per day, quite low here. So I think, Saint Studio, if you wanted to get this one to go wider, you would have had to do a harder marketing push when you were releasing this, or release your Steam game early, your Steam page earlier, and build up some hype that way. As is, I'm gonna say maybe 300 people because it is free and it does. It's interesting. It's interesting. I'll say that. All right, cool. All right, 14, 38. Chex is our next game. It is also released for free by Console Kongen and JJ and published by Stuen. Chex is a strategic board game currently based on Glinsky's hexagonal variant of chess. Players must use their pieces to capture their opponent's king. The hexagonal board introduces new challenges and opportunities. Well, it certainly looks to be. But what an odd presentation for this. We have this like whole dungeon environment, and then we have these little dudes on the board representing the chess pieces. But like the chessboard is like 1/6 of the game, of the screen. Oh, it looks like we can zoom in. That's good. So we can specifically look at this. Very interesting presentation style. Welcome to Chex, an exciting new twist on the classic strategy game. Huh. Curved borders. Yeah, I do wonder how the edges of the game would work. Like how do knights move? Interesting. Okay. Played for 1.2 hours. Charred soup. Needs a bit of work, but I still recommend it. Good luck, you'll need it. Annoying Crow says, I can't tell how much changing up the board of regular chess pieces throws you off. Yeah, it looks neat. It's the John Jones of chess. The bishop will throw illegal downwards elbows. Oh, okay. Chex, a reasonably good challenging chess type game, but needs a bit of work on some options for full screen mode would be good. Yeah, interesting. Let's see what the charts say. We had 2 people playing it at peak, and this was released on the 8th of January as well. Though this one did somewhat better than our previous one. They managed to get 18 followers in that time, whereas Killfest only got 8. So that pushes them over 1.0 followers per day, which, again, I haven't been tracking this number for very long, but I think that if you're not getting at least 1 follower per day, which is about 10 wish lists, you're in trouble and you need to change your strategy somehow. So we have 3 positive reviews for this. I'm pleasantly surprised by that. What am I going to say? Again, it's free, so nobody has to pay for it. I'm probably going to put this... Where am I going to put this? 500? This could easily go higher, because it is an intriguing idea. Alright, good luck to Console Congen and JJ. We're going to move on to Tales of Polygonia. If this is a sprite-based game, I will giggle. Just saying. All right, this is on sale for $10.84, down from $15.49. Developed and published by Qdice Studios. It's a 2.5D Souls-like RPG with crafting and survival elements. 2.5D. It looks more like a sort of standard action RPG camera. I would normally expect like a 2.5D game to be... I've heard people describe like the sort of Final Fight Street Brawler games as 2.5D, or side-scrollers where you can move in and out between like 1 or 2 planes or something as 2.5Ds. Well, I like the UI. The low poly is not a bad choice for this kind of game, because it lets you make assets fairly quickly and consistently, so that they look good. I think I've seen those trees as a store asset. Seems like you fight a lot of spiders. What kinds of enemies are we fighting here? Tree, that's an enemy. Spider. Wasp? And a spider. So I'm going to assume that we have more enemy variety than just bugs. Alright, we've got a snowy environment. Killing that tree. Nope, it's just bugs. Oh, there's a bear. Okay, so it's a bear and a bee. So this is one of those games where I look at it and it's like, there's nothing wrong with this, but it is not... it's not giving me a really strong hook. Like, this is a cool screen, right? We got some dead people in a fountain, but I think this is the only piece of like this kind of storytelling that we're seeing And even this would probably not be enough to like sell a strong hook. Like, what is this game doing that other games in this genre are not doing? No reviews. And it is an early access, so hopefully Qdice can answer those questions and show other enemies that are not bugs. I mean, killing bugs is not a problem. Hollow Knight, you kill bugs all the time, and that game is great. So this is December 9th, 2022. So there's a bit of build up for this one. How many followers do we end up with? 22. Okay, if they don't continue to support this and they don't modify their marketing strategy, I don't think that this is going to get many more sales than followers. So I'm going to say 30, though I hope I'm wildly lowballing and they turn that around. All right, moving on to Rabbit Hole, Chapter 1. This is also free to play. It is by Blazes Games and published by themselves. An ancient evil has descended upon the rural town of Rabbit Hole. Now Sean Turner not only has to untangle a twisted web of supernatural events and mysteries to save his family, but also escape from the hellish remains of his hometown. 6 reviews, and looks quite ominous and spooky. Alright, looks like we have a sort of zombie little dude here. Wonder if this is a game about killing zombies or running away from zombies. Alright, we got a third-person over-the-shoulder camera. It does look like we're killing zombies, because we got a gun. And a cool hat and sunglasses. Ooh, and cinematics. That's impressive. Cinematics are just a huge mess. Like they're a lot of work. Alright, looks like we have locational damage. At least a few varieties of enemies. Okay, neat. Looks very survival horror. It's only chapter 1. I wonder if the rest of the game will be for sale. Yes, it is. Okay, so the rest of the game is for sale. This is just the free chapter 1. I'm going to go over to the main sale page. The recent reviews of this are mixed, and this was released last year in September. Okay, so this is interesting. This is a free-to-play version of this game, of the first part of this game, that is released as an attempt to do marketing for a game that came out last year. Not recommended. The idea of the game and the graphics are important, but needs to polish and add some very basic and important things. It must have the possibility to manually save the game and to have many save sloths. I want sloths? Extra sloths would be great, and if they can save my game, that's a bonus. This game doesn't have that, and it's very frustrating to begin again when you die, even if you begin from a checkpoint. Price, it's not a bad survival horror game. The positive of the town is nice to explore. The negatives of Beazer is that the combat lacks a lot of refinement. Enemies run too fast, the fighting up close is very janky. For its budget, I feel like it's not bad. Silent Hill / Evil Within vibes with the voice acting. Alright, so I think we're getting a pretty strong picture of this game here. Let's see if people have similar responses to the first chapter. Why reset a whole puzzle when you get one wrong? A horror shooter where you try and save your family from a hometown from a supernatural event, unravel the mysteries. And Annoying Crows here. I think the main menu music is nice, getting some ambient Reznor vibes. I'm not sure why there is a homeless grandma with a raven on top of her head. Also, there's Painkiller Black Edition glyphs everywhere. And these glyphs burn your skin. Oh no. Alright. Okay, this one's very interesting, because I wonder if this is going to do what they're hoping to do. And also, I wonder why they didn't release this as a demo. Like, why release this as a separate Steam ID? Like, it costs $100 to do that. Mind you, their actual game version of this, while not, flying off the shelves, is doing okay, despite the mixed reviews recently. Okay, this one's going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. I doubt they have a lot of lead time on this one because they only. Yeah, okay. So this was December 7th. So they decided to do this plan fairly quickly after the game came out, like within 2 months. And then 2 months later, they launched it. I mean, everyone here seems positive. Let's defilter by language. Yeah, it's 6 positive reviews, so it's doing fine. I think the negative reviews on the main game may be. It's interesting that, like, overall it's very positive, and then the recent ones are negative. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Let's see how many followers they got. They only got 30 followers, but that kind of makes sense because if you were going to be following this game, you would follow the main version of this game. Gosh, I don't know, and I don't even know how I would track this, right? Because this is not a game. This is just a marketing object. Huh. God, I don't know. Like how many have they sold here? So they've sold 159. So they've sold probably about 5,000 of those. I'm gonna guess about 1,000. That's like we'll play this demo, but they will not leave reviews. Like there's basically no way for us to tell how many people play this game, because if you were gonna play this game and leave a review and you were a normal person and not an annoying crow, I think you would just go buy the main game. Like if you liked it, you would. That's what it's for. So, very interesting. I might try and contact Blaze Games and just see like what was their strategy here with this, because it's interesting. It does get them into the charts again, so maybe that was it. I don't know. All right, moving on to Caves of Lore. For sale for $12.99. Developed and published by Red Plume LLC. Caves of Lore. Engage in tactical grid-based combat in this classic-styled fantasy CRPG. Ooh, we've got some nice pixel art here. Look at these guys. Look at them. They're so cool looking. So, and there's a dog. I approve. Ooh, I don't know what's going on there. That's interesting. We've got maybe someone playing spooky music. Okay, I think that's sort of like the level complete screen for a dungeon delve, maybe? I recognize that kind of idea from Darkest Dungeon. Okay, bunch of different types of monsters and critters. Interesting. The UI is a choice. Huh. Caves of Lore. Okay, I saw stuff in there that I think is very cool, but I worry that people looking at this will not see that. It does look very old school though. Okay, we have a very, very short about this game. It's not early access. Caves of Lore is a turn-based pixel art game. 6-character capacity party. Lots of spells. Hippolyppo received the game for free and really liked it and played it for a very long time. Eris the Mage also received the game for free but did not play it for very long. Oh, this is a solo developer. All right, Red Plume LLC. You get a strong thumbs up for me. This looks like an incredible amount of work for a solo developer. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. Like, the fact that this about the game has almost nothing in it, like no links to a Discord, no news posts, that concerns me. All right, but people are playing it. RPGs, thumbs up. It's a good genre. 13 players right now, 16 players peak. 166 followers, not too bad. And this was made on November 23rd, 2020. 2022. Followers 166. 2 positive reviews and no negative reviews. So they were gaining followers pretty fast, right? This is second best today after the Mafia Wars game. Which, what does this tell me? We do have that little spike at the end that usually says either we've done a bunch of marketing or Steam is pushing us. They're under the 10 review threshold for Steam, so I think they did do a bit of marketing and they're getting some traction today. They jumped up by almost 50 followers today. So, I think this game would find an audience. Like, I definitely think there's an audience for this game. I think if properly marketed and talked about, this game could sell a lot of copies. Like, there's lots of people who like this kind of game, and there are not a lot of these games coming out. Unfortunately, it does not look like that was happening. Like, right? Like, you see this. There's interest in this game, and it is going up steadily. And whatever happened around here, January, early January, if the creators had kept pushing on that, I think if they had waited another, this was all in 2 months. If they had kept doing promotion and they had waited another, okay, let's say that if they got to 6 reviews with 2 months, then if they had waited another month, they would have gotten over the 10 review threshold and gotten into the Steam algorithm. And I think this would have done much, much better. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bummer. This is one of the ones where it's like, dang, this could have gone really good. And I really hope it does. It says 6 positive reviews, but I'm only seeing, oh, there are 5. Okay. Oh, and the other people have played it a lot. Look, see, 100 hours, right? If you can get someone to play your game for 100 hours, you have a game that is good. Yeah. Ooh, this one's a bummer. So I'm actually going to say this is, yeah. So 6 positive reviews. Ouch. Oh, what do I estimate for this one? If they can get over that bump and get into the Steam algorithm, they could sell quite a few. I could easily see if they had 4 more reviews, if they had another 100 followers, this could easily end up selling 3,000 or 4,000. But if they don't get that, it will only sell like 300. Like, they could sell 10 times as much as I think they're going to. That's my guess. So I'm going to guess 300. Unless they get over it. I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to say 600. Because there is always the possibility that they get over it. And there is something there, right? This looks like a really strong game. So, all right. Let's keep going. Torch is a free-to-play game developed by Torch members and published by Gambas Studio. Jump, transform, and triumph over your opponents in an insane climb in Torch the Elements platform game. One goal. Gather in the center to start. Get as high as you can. Okay, so is this like Jump King? Okay, so we pick up elements as we go. Do the elements do anything, or do they just look cool? Oh, okay. So it looks like you need particular elements to... You need particular elements to stand on particular platforms, but it's not really clear how they work. I'm sure someone watching this is going to be like, no, it's very clear, you're a dum-dum. We have a review from Crow. Once again, Crow is the first person. You play as a pregnant robot where you must change elements to move up platforms. Normally, I'm more original. But UFC 230 is I cashed out. What? Alright, 2 positive reviews. Hmm. Two people played it, possibly Crow. And this is another one from 8th of January. Lots of people on the 8th of January. 11 followers. 2 positive, no negative. It's free to play. I'm going to guess 200. That's my guess for that one. Moving on to Survivor, Stay in the Light. On sale for $4.24, down from $4.99. Developed and published by Light Game. Stay in the light and hunt the dark. Create your own hero through the 4 dimensions of role, skill, talent, and blessing outside the battle. In the battle, choose the most suitable equipment and weapons strategically to improve your strength and continue the fight. Alright, so we have a cartoony horde survival game. With auto attack. Very cartoony art style. So I think the art style could get some. Okay, like I was about to say, like I don't see a strong hook here that like differentiates it from Vampire Survivors or any of the other Horde Survivals games that have come out. But there is one. It's the art. This is the first really, really cartoony one that I've seen. And I think that this will get some people who would be turned off by pixel art to try this genre. So, yeah. All right. This capsule image is not great. Of the stuff on this page so far, I would say the capsule image is probably the thing that will help the least. Okay, this is early access. All right, it's $4, which is about the price that I would expect for a game in this genre at this point. Only 1 user review. So, what am I guessing? Why is there only 1 user review? I am guessing that there was very little marketing for this. That's my guess. We have no reviews in my language. Cool game with nice graphics and fun gameplay, but it lacks full controller support. That's important. You definitely want to have people able to play with a controller for a game like this. So we got 2 players right now with a 3-player peak, so people are playing it. Yes, so January 7th is when this went up. Five followers. All right, so 0.36, the lowest follower per day count that we've seen so far. I think some of that is the capsule. I don't think that you would get a lot of organic reach from this on Steam, because it's like ambiguous as to what it is. We have this symbol. The silhouettes are in red for some reason. It's a bit ambiguous. It doesn't necessarily say what the game is. You have the name Survivor in there, but there are survival games, so it's a bit ambiguous. I know you might be referencing Vampire Survivor there, but also, Stay in the Light kind of implies that light is going to be much more of an element here, and we do have like darkness here, but for the rest of the trailer, there's no darkness. So if that's like your hook, if that's what you're selling, where there's like a light and dark system, and that's important, the trailer isn't telling us about it, and neither are the screenshots. Okay. So, as it stands, I'm going to guess 50 copies. No, you know what? This is still a hot genre. I'm going to guess 150 copies. I would not be surprised to come back to see 3 or 4 reviews in a couple of weeks. moving on to Qdice. Qdice is for sale for $6.49. Developed and published by Benjamin Gross. So I think we have another solo developer again. A turn-based multiplayer strategy board game. That's quite vague. Okay, we have real world and okay, you can play as COVID-19 or Easy Rider. All right, this is weird. The dice game mechanics are confusing. I assume more dice are better, but this looks maybe like Risk. I think if you attack people, you roll your dice against each other. So yeah, this looks like Risk. Okay, inspired by the tabletop game Risk. Okay, it is Risk. And the Flash game Dice Wars. Players must click one of their lands to select it for attack, and any of its neighboring opponent's lands. Each will roll their dice against each other to determine the outcome. So lands with more dice have a higher chance of winning. Only one language. Okay. So I think the capsule is descriptive. I like the capsule, but the name is maybe a bit weird. This description is extremely short, and only one person played it. We have one from December 17th. Oh, no, 2022. There we go. So we got 35 days and 11 followers. I think this one, yeah, this one immediately wins lowest followers per day. So my guess is Benjamin did not promote this game. I don't think anyone has seen this game before. I mean, okay, not exactly. 11 people at least have seen this game before. But this does not say there was a ton of marketing to me until maybe the last day. Yeah, that would be my guess. It looks like an interesting game. Very simple, but like not bad. I'm gonna guess 80 people buy this. Nice job, Benjamin. I do look forward to seeing what you do next. Next game is Puzzle Butterflies. For sale for $1.55, down from $2.49. Developed and published by Cute Hannah's Games. Excuse me. Cute, relaxing, polygonal puzzle game with butterflies. Alright, so we have a swapping puzzle game. I mean, very comprehensible. It's very easy to see what you're doing here. I like the polygon illustrations. I wonder how many of them there are, though. I guess you could just re-randomize them and it would be kind of very similar. Let's see what these people have done. They reuse this art style a lot. The sort of polygon creatures, polypuzzle butterflies, cute minimal physics puzzle. So they do these little puzzle games, and they do not sell any copies. But they do a lot of these. 3rd of January, 5th of January, 21st of January. So this is another one of those game studios that releases a lot of these little puzzle games. So they must have a very small but dedicated audience who buys them and maybe doesn't review them. Not Pog. Pog8 is a basic mobile app, which is a physics puzzle game. Decent game for killing time. OST sucks though. That's too bad. Fun minigame, but it seems like a mobile game completed in 1 hour. So yeah, all right. These people have clearly figured out their business model because they've been doing it for a while now, at least 2 years. and it seems to be working out. It looks competently made, but it also looks like it was made inexpensively enough that it makes sense for the sales numbers they're getting. One person played it, and the Steam page was released on January 7th. Right. And 5 followers. Whoop, that's not good. Yep, no reviews. What am I going to bet on this one? I'm going to bet 100 people buy this game. I know there's no reviews, but I think that the people who like this kind of game are probably not the kind of people who review this kind of game. So, yeah, that's my guess. All right, there we go. Those are the games for, or at least the safe for work games for Saturday the 21st of January 2023, released on Steam. There are only 11 of them. I am really curious to figure out why people don't release games on the weekend. Maybe they don't sell very well, but you know, based on what we're seeing today, it seems like that might be true. There's a lot of games that had very low sales, but we have almost none that had absolutely no reviews. We only have 3. Whereas yesterday we had 29 games that failed to gather a single review, which generally means they sold less than 50 copies. And for most of these, I'm guessing that they would sell some, at least the Polypuzzles one, because they've been doing this for a while. Clearly, it's worth it for them, at least to a degree, to keep doing it. The tags give us nothing particularly interesting. Again, it's single player, 3D adventure, indie RPG, and casual. 3D and 2D switch back and forth as to which one is higher. It seems like it's been mostly 3D recently, but I think those are weird tags. We have apparently 3 visual novels. I'm guessing those are all in the red light category. So, yep. All right. That is it for me today. I bid you all adieu. Have a lovely Sunday evening.